All right, guys, there has been some major events that have taken place in the last 24 hours. We're going to be covering all that's been going on in the Middle East, leading into what could be a world war. So you don't want to miss this information. We're going to be covering, again, some of the news in regards to there has been a travel ban. Christine Lagarde has come out as well, too. Information in regards to the euro digital currency, which could lead basically to CBDC. So we're going to be covering that. Some major news has come out of XRP, and also we're going to be covering Zen. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin and gold essentially breaking out in terms of what's been going on in conflict with the Middle East. All right, guys, so I appreciate each and one of you for supporting this channel. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy content like this. This lets me know that, hey, you guys are enjoying this content, and that, you know, giving you a heads up in terms of what's been going on. So let's go ahead and get started into the video. There has been major news that Iran is essentially provoking, guys. They've been provoking the US with multiple projectiles on the Mediterranean Sea. This also includes drones. However, there has been news that most of these have been intercepted by the US Navy. Guys, we can smell this in the air. There's no denying for a fact that we are very close to an all-out regional war, if not a world war, if one single mistake happens, guys. It's just giving these eerie vibes of what we've read throughout history during World War I, during World War II. The US has come out, okay? They've come out with a travel warning, guys. Okay, a travel warning because something is about to go down, guys. Okay, tensions are very high across the board. Okay, the markets are definitely in an uncertain state, especially when gold goes up, guys. Through this chaos, we see even Christine Lagarde essentially coming out and saying we're preparing, you know, for CBDC and central digital, you know, money, which is crazy. What a timing on this, guys, to be deploying the digital version of the euro or even the CBDC. If we just for a second try to dissect what she's stating in this video, keep in mind, guys, she's the president of the European Central Bank. So she has great authority on a lot of policies that can be implemented within the system that they will be introducing to the masses. Okay, so let's go ahead and just listen for a sec here.
The digital euro is on the move. Yesterday, the Governing Council of the ECB approved the opening of the preparation phase. It will be a journey, and we will walk the journey together with the legislator. All European institutions will be involved to make sure that Europe is equipped with the currency of the future. Cash is here to stay. You will have all options, cash and digital cash. So what does it mean for you? For consumers, it would be free and easy to use everywhere in the euro area. All of that, of course, is subject to the legislative process.
Guys, so just as she said right there, do you think that there won't be implementing any policies for a fact that they're going to make these storefronts, okay, these small mom and pop shops and big corporate companies essentially go to the route of digital euro? Of course, they're going to create policies and incentives to essentially push people to go to these things, right? And that's just the reality of things. She's stating for a fact that CBDC will become a reality, and the reality is they will push it in a way that's not too obvious to the public and clearly calling it a CBDC, guys. First, they have to say it's a digital euro currency, and then it's a CBDC. But again, we know this is nothing new. BAP has actually been working on, you know, digital money, on-chain money, giving you access to e-money, giving you access to currency X, giving you access to crypto, guys, which is the most important thing, giving you access to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the BAX token, which I know will do phenomenally well in these upcoming years, specifically with this push of the digital euro, guys. Okay, with the on-chain money. Anyways, we do have internet magic money, which is Bitcoin, which is good to see, but we're also seeing the SEC essentially come out and do a 180, guys. They're doing a 180, and that is, they've decided to essentially drop the lawsuit against Ripple's XRP executives. Now, was there any hush money maybe that was given to the executive by the big authorities, to the big authorities like Mr. Gary Gensler here? Okay, we don't know for a fact, right? This is all speculation, but it's odd that this comes out after XRP did have a winning case against SEC for not being labeled as security. Things are definitely heating up, guys, in terms of CBDC, crypto overall, and regulation. And things are only going to move a lot quicker and faster, guys. So that's why you need to essentially have a plan. If you don't have a plan, your plan is essential to fail, guys. That's the old saying goes. We're also starting to see essentially the Tether printer turn back on, which is good for crypto. Anytime we've seen Tether essentially increase their circulating supply, this means that Bitcoin starts to move up. This is good for the whole crypto space. But let's go ahead and talk about gold, because gold did actually break out from the range that we saw back in May of 2023. And this is definitely a healthy move to the upside, specifically what's been happening with the events that are taking place in the Middle East, guys. We're seeing that gold took out the September range highs, again, which is a very healthy move. However, I wouldn't be surprised if gold comes back, retest this, this trend line coming down all the way with lower lows and lower highs, just for reassurance before popping back up. Usually that's what happens in terms of the charts. Buyers like to retest that particular area that it actually broke out of to confirm, this is a healthy breakout overall. Now, if we can maintain this region of 1920 area, I think we should be perfectly fine, and continuing on and upwards from here. Now, let's go ahead and just jump on to Zen real quick, guys. Zen still maintaining the higher low on the 12 hourly, which is fairly good above the 370 to 374 area. So this is a very good move. If we can continue to essentially close above the 55-day moving average, more likely we're gonna see these two EMAs starting to converge. Okay, the 21 and 55 EMA, which more likely will bring a lot more buyers to the upside. So as long as we can maintain this structure, even if we're starting to consolidate on the lower time frames, guys, as long as we're starting to consolidate in this region, I don't see why this would be very bad for Zen, ranging in this particular area before the next move up. Now, the major resistance that I do see will more likely come in around the 700 price point, guys. So let's just keep that in mind there. If we look on again with the DXY and Bitcoin, really nothing has changed in terms of this. We did see a $600 move to the upside, and that could be to the news that again Tether started essentially printing once again, and this could be the catalyst where Bitcoin starts to move up, guys. It could be definitely the catalyst where Bitcoin is starting to move. We are starting to see again on the daily, we are actually putting in lower lows, as you can see on the oscillator here, guys. So we're putting in lower lows, and while on price action you are putting in higher low, okay, which is a good sign for continuation to the upside. So hidden divergence to the upside, guys. You were actually seeing the same thing happening with gold, but however we were seeing gold put in a higher low on the oscillator, while that was on the weekly, guys. So on gold there, we are starting to put higher lows, while on price action you are putting lower low. This indicates a trend change from the downside to the upside for gold here, guys. Anyways, I'll leave you off with this. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, give it a thumbs up, guys. Until next time, bros, as always, stay profitable.